So I kind of, okay, let me just jump right into it. So, there's right now, because of the firing of Candace Owens by Daily Wire, she's going around from show to show, and now there's people that, one, it's obvious envy that Candace Owens is getting interviewed by people, and that they're like, well, she's a black conservative. Now, this is the thing to understand. In 1992, nothing Candace Owens was saying would have been odd in any way, shape, or form from a black woman. Let me make this really clear. When black people, when it was the golden age of hip-hop, when, post-Rodney King riots, Cube is now doing his own thing, and it's called the lynch mob. And it is ultra hardcore. He's saying things that, you can't say about Jews and Asians on record, on the records. Spike Lee is out. You have X-Clan becomes, Black Sun Riders. Most of you wouldn't even know that. Most of you pro-blacks have never heard of X-Clan, and you never heard of the Black Sun Riders. You have no idea what that shit is. Because the pro-blackness of Gen X was success. It was, we are going to succeed. That's it. And now a lot of you might have this to say and that to say about your mama and your funky ass granny, your funky ass aunt. No, the women in your family ruined your life. A lot of black liberals need to understand this. Unless your dad is around, your mom ruined your life. Shut the fuck up, deal with it. All the white dudes in the red pill, they're all dealing with this. They're all emotionally dealing with it because white people tend to be irrational people. Please turn. While black people tend to be highly emotional, especially in the last generation, to the point where that they'll actively throw out the rational argument. They'll just throw it right out. They'll just say, I don't care, I have feelings. I feel things. I feel the truth. And this is the key thing. White liberals don't feel you. They don't. They don't know what your daily life is like. When you find out what they think your daily life is like, if they find out your daily life was in any way remotely normal, you are no longer interesting to them. Yeah, it's, and really, I want to, this, I'm talking about people like my dad, talking about a lot of my friends, but a lot of them were mature enough to deal with it. A lot of the people who got into Trump were old enough to just deal with, we got rational about it. No, what his policies are rational. What Hillary Clinton is saying is just the same irrational, emotionally based promises that Democrats are always doing. And for the first time in our entire lifetimes, we're seeing open hate crimes against Asians, Jews, everybody by black people. And that there's whole websites that all it is black people uploading their hate crimes and their beating of other people. Now, there's a bunch of emotional whack jobs. And you're going to say, but, and it doesn't matter. This is now the part that a lot of you pro-blacks and black liberals have to deal with. What you think doesn't matter. What you call it thinking, your emotional state, processing through probably the midbrain and not getting up to the frontal lobe, doesn't matter. It won't matter. Because all that has to be done is boycotting you. You didn't learn from your own history, and now you're seeing that all these right-wingers, they've learned from history, because that would be rational. That's what the rational mind does. That's why wisdom is kind of a fascinating thing, because it's actually the memory of a people mouth to ear, typically, and then the lessons that teaches, and you need all of that. All of that is rational. Yeah. because it hurts the emotions. The book of Proverbs, like you can even tell, the book of Proverbs even has this thing where he indicates, hear what I say, listen to my words, because we don't want to. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody, no, that's, oh, hell yeah. And something that needs to fundamentally be understood, people like Charlemagne are like this. This is why Charlemagne the God cannot and will not ever actually deal with Thomas Sowell in a way that he should. You know, that the respect of a man who is far superior. You know, he's produced his career. He's respected by everybody to the point that people silently fear Thomas Sowell. All liberals silently fear him. No black liberal matters until you take on Thomas Sowell and you admit that you lost, because you will, because he's better informed than you. You are from a foolish people, a people who have embraced foolishness. This is why there's a bastardy culture in black America. 7 to 8 out of 10 kids. Now it's almost 8 out of 10 kids born out of wedlock. Nothing else will matter. The white conservatives only need to lower their own taxes. That's it. Once they lower the taxes, there's not enough money to go around. It's a totally different story. Now, you could embrace what Kevin Samuels was trying to get you to understand, but a lot of you just resent the fuck out of him. So it kind of doesn't matter. But I just wanted to really just make sure to mention this, because it doesn't matter if you beat Candace Owens. This is the thing. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, haha, yeah, take that, Candace Owens. What do you know? Ha ha ha. It won't matter. It just won't matter at all, because in the long run, people like Candace Owens are going to win, because you can't beat reality. You can't beat the unconditional, unmoving power of the real. And yeah, and there's no phenomena like what's happened to Black America absolutely within living memory. Absolutely. Nobody's asking the right questions, such as, did birth control fuck up our mommies' minds? Did the sexual liberation movement pervert black relationships? Is the respect for Christianity, the respect for Christianity, this is some bad thing. This is there's something very not African about a religion that thrived in Africa until Islam started raping, killing, and crushing everything in its sight, especially raping. So, yeah. So, it won't matter. You all can't. There's something you have to understand. You can't. This part of the brain. Monkeys have a lot of this part. They feel. They have lots of thinking and feeling going on. Knowledge is human. And a lot of you don't got that, because you think Tariq Nasheed's brilliant. You're going to lose. Peace.